So, welcome back to Resisting Boredom. We now are going to tell you what our top 5 movies of the summer were. Based on our own... What? Based on our own preference. Like, these are the movies we saw, we enjoyed, the rankings that we put them in. Basically telling you what, now that it's all said and done, what we thought were the best movies of the summer.
Once the smoke is clear.
In our eyes, yes, exactly. To us.
In our eyes, they are complete. And in our eyes, there's a boombox.
Yes. All right. John Cusack. Yep.
John Cusack.
All right. John Cusack.
And Nick Cage.
And Nick Cage. All right. So, anyways, top 5 movies of the summer. I will tell you what mine are. First, saw a lot of movies this summer. I think overall this was a pretty solid summer. Like, there was a lot of good stuff. I was surprised I was surprised that I liked a lot more of the smaller movies than the bigger movies. I tended to find that to be the case for a change. So, without any further ado, here's my top 5. Number 5, I put Pacific Rim. Number 4, I'm going with Elysium. Number 3, The World's End. 2, The Way, Way Back. And number 1, Star Trek Into Darkness.
The fuck is The Way, Way Back?
It's a movie. I saw it. I reviewed it on this very channel.
Has
it's Sam
Steve
Rockwell and
Carell
Steve
as his
Carell.
stepfather.
Yeah. It's a great movie. You should see it. But anyways, those are my top 5. I really like those movies. I mean, yeah, Way, Way Back, World's End, Elysium, not big budget, huge, blockbuster movies. But, I liked them better than Man of Steel and Iron Man 3, which I still liked. Fast Furious 6. Liked all those movies. To me, though, they had small issues or minor things that I was like, I kind of like these other movies better. But that was my opinion. That's what I thought. Richard, what did you think of the movies of the summer, your top 5?
I unfortunately did not see as many movies as the panel has.
It's true.
So I've only seen probably about 5. Number 5, The Lone Ranger. As noted in a previous video, that
the only top 5 list it made this year.
Out of necessity, because
that was slated. I thought it was slated to be a better movie than what it was. Number 4, Hangover 3. Once again, I was hoping that would have been better than what it was. Number 3, Iron Man 3, because it's the third one, and I
perfect.
That was a good movie.
Perfect. I like Iron Man 3 a lot.
Right.
I'm gonna go number 2, probably Pacific Rim, because I thought it was, visually it looked real good, and it seemed like a good time.
Yeah, Pacific Rim may have been the funnest movie we saw this summer. Like the most, I don't know.
And then I guess my number one and 2 can really be interchangeable. I guess this is the end. Chris and I went to see it, after taking the advice of the panel, and so I enjoyed it. She didn't enjoy it as much, but I did.
It's a great movie. We all liked it. Yeah. Anything else you have to say?
That's really all I got.
All right,
On to
Kit. Top 5 movies of the summer for
What's
Kit.
up?
Well, my 5th spot favorite movie this summer is Star Trek Into Darkness. Wasn't what I expected. There were some things I was annoyed about in the movie, but I had a good time regardless. My number 4 movie was This Is the End, because it made me laugh a fuck ton. That's what I expected of that movie.
Yes.
Elysium wasn't nearly the movie I expected it to be, but it was the sci-fi movie I expected it to be.
It wasn't the sci-fi movie you needed. It was the sci-fi movie you deserved.
I expected a broader, wider scope than they gave me.
Really?
But it was good. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Number 2, Iron Man 3. It was better than Iron Man 2. And it was actually
right there.
Yeah.
It was right on par. It was right on par with Iron Man 1.
Whoa,
and
I wouldn't go that far.
honestly, where Iron Man 2 left me thinking Tony Stark was Iron Man 3 picked that shit right up, and fucking Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., fucking amazing. And my favorite movie of the year so far, number 1, World's End. I could watch this movie over and over again. I had so much fun watching this movie. I can't wait till it comes to DVD, Blu-ray, so I can own it again. So I can own it and just binge watch this movie while drinking.
Okay.
So yeah,
Binge and binge.
binge and binge.
Thank you, Kit, for that stirring top 5. All right. Josh, close us out here. What were your top 5 movies of the summer?
Oh, number 5, we got Elysium for its science fiction
Goodness.
because I like a good science fiction movie, and it certainly wasn't Oblivion. Which
I like Oblivion.
really
Not nearly as good as Elysium. That was a summer movie also, but it would not have made my top 10 either.
Yeah, no.
So,
Yeah.
Oblivion was a
45
summer
even.
movie?
It
No.
was not. It was not.
Oh.
It missed the cutoff, which means it didn't get any recognition anyway because nobody cared.
What more are they?
Right after
I
that,
still like it.
number 4 is This Is the End because it was, as said, and it gets number 4 as well. And I kind of want to say this because Kit had Star Trek as 5 and This Is the End as 4. I think it's because I'm the bigger Star Trek fan that I just couldn't put it on my top 5. I did for a second, and then I realized I liked Elysium.
Yeah, I had it number 1.
Elysium, yeah, you had it number 1.
I really loved that movie.
I liked the Star Trek movie, but it just wasn't what I wanted out of Star Trek.
We
And
can
I
talk
thought
about
Elysium
that.
was a better
Yeah.
science
We can
fiction
talk about
movie.
I understand
Yeah,
that. I understand
that,
that.
just for that. This Is the End was also like a really it was probably one of the funniest. It's
This is the end. It's in my top 10.
Probably one of the
didn't
second
make the
funniest
top
movies.
5. Didn't make the top 5 cut, but it's in my top 10 definitely.
but that was just a really great movie.
It's a great movie.
Followed by Two Guns made my number 3 because Two Guns was we didn't review it at this channel. At least several of us, all of us,
Saw it, yeah.
Except for
I did
Richard.
not.
Except for Richard.
The three of us
out
saw
the
it.
four.
Separately,
So-
but we all
Yeah.
saw it at different points, and I thought that movie was not what I was expecting. Really great, smart script. Good,
I don't think
good
I
shit.
liked it as much as you guys, but I liked it. Like I still thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
But
probably number
you guys
6.
were really high on it, and I didn't.
I really
see
like that. Movie.
That.
I wasn't. That's not the movie I thought
It
it
was an
gonna be.
epic, but it was just goddamn.
No, it's good.
It
It's
looked
a good.
good. I think I had it
Yeah.
as a dark horse in
That's-
the top 10
Anyway,
competition.
Yeah, I
Josh?
think you did.
He did,
Right.
and that was a good
So-
movie. Anyway, following up Iron Man 3 because I really thought this Iron Man was just, and it was good to have that Iron Man movie after Avengers. It's nice that the next stage of Marvel universe was this. Just I thought it was a really good movie.
Give
really
me hope for
Except
the
for
next generation.
except for Tony Stark lost his arc reactor. I take
Oh.
issue with that. Sorry, I take issue with
Because
that.
your shirt isn't valid.
No,
guys.
it has nothing to do with that. Just in terms, well, how's he gonna be fucking Iron Man now? He doesn't have a fucking arc reactor. Okay.
No.
Anyways,
Doesn't matter because he doesn't have whatever. Anyway, following up all at the end.
He has money and technology. That's
He's
what
fucking.
matters.
He's rich and white.
He's like Batman.
He's rich and white. He has all the power he needs in
All right.
America.
The current Iron Man.
So,
And
number one,
Number one, World's End. Probably the most enjoyable movie I saw this year. That same thing what Kit said, basically mirroring what he said. Is just it's maybe not the binge watch thing because that was
yeah,
kinda-
that was
Dude,
good.
I
But-
That was a bit
watch
much.
that over and over again.
I don't feel I could watch it again.
Yeah, definitely. I will watch it again.
I will.
It was a great
No,
movie.
Yeah.
That's going
I can't wait till it
into
comes out.
At
the
some point, I'll have to watch
the
it the
very
first
rare
time.
collection of Josh movies that he actually owns. That one's going in there. I will buy that movie.
And in the pretty easy to make list of movies that I own, it will also be added. That's what this entire
your
top
list-
5.
your list is
probably
way less
top
exclusive.
10. I know mine is.
I will-
not hard to get
Bro,
into.
out of-
what you're gonna be.
I will
buying.
probably buy This Is the End and World's End. Those are probably the only two movies I'm buying out of this summer.
You're buying This Is the End, huh?
I
Not
bought-
Elysium, not anything else.
No.
Not Iron Man. You're not gonna buy Iron Man.
No.
Iron Man
Thi-
3 and World's
see,
End.
there's movies where I don't feel like need to buy because I know everyone else is going to buy it, or it'll be on Netflix.
That's true.
Ding.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So there's that stuff, but I mean, I don't think This Is the End is ever going to be that popular of a movie that ever like that. It's good. There's going to be a copy available where I want it.
Yeah.
World's
so-
End might be, but it's still like it was the best movie this summer. And
I
want a
think
copy.
I think what I said about my list is kind of true about all ours now. After hearing what each of you has for your top 5, we all really enjoyed smaller movies this summer as opposed to the big blockbuster.
I think that's a
Action,
trend in
you know, like-
a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Though.
Yeah, like
It turns out you don't need to drop $10 billion
and there's
to make
and there's a lot
really
of talk.
popular
There's a
movie.
lot of talk about blockbusters dying. You know,
Yeah.
like big budget blockbuster movies dying, and
I wouldn't be sad to see it.
maybe
now.
it makes sense. So that I
Gives
don't
me
know.
hope for Transformers 4 being a
No,
complete
it doesn't.
flop.
Oh well, yeah, flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll flop. It'll be terrible.
I don't really have an opinion on Transformers 4 yet, but if it's Dinobots,
I just want to stop.
I'm kind of into the
I
Dinobots,
just
Beast
want
Wars?
to stop.
Yes, Beast Wars, man. If they
No.
go into
Do not make a Beast War game movie.
Return to
Shit.
the Monkey
Cybertron.
Mock, man. Monkey Mock's in it. That was a horrible Mark
Stop.
Wahlberg impression.
It was. That was
All
terrible.
right.
Yeah, very.
So, sorry about that. I
Matt
apologize.
Damon.
I
He's
apologize.
made up for that time.
I
Give him a
apologize.
break.
I
No,
like
he did.
Mark
He did
Wahlberg. I
fucking
like Mark
Max
Wahlberg.
Payne.
It's true.
But
he
then
made
he
Max
did.
Payne.
He did before that big hit, which is I enjoyed.
I like Big Hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a goofy movie, but it's a fun and entertaining movie. But
He's
anyways,
enough credit.
well, that didn't come out
And
this
then
year.
Two
That's not what we're
Guns,
talking
which
about.
was my number 3 movie of the.
So I think we were all kind of, we went smaller this year in terms of what we liked. Richard, I know you only saw 5 movies, so you didn't
I only
really have,
saw 5, so
yeah,
pretty
much of a choice. But looking at the movies you saw, you saw like This Is the End. This Is the End isn't a giant movie. It's a, decent for a comedy size movie.
Yeah.
But you really liked it, and we all really liked it. We all like This Is the End. And
I did. I felt that movie was very much a bro movie.
It was a
I
fun
would
movie.
say
It seemed like a movie they made for themselves that other people
and-
enjoyed.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was a Hollywood we got to do this.
I think
it seemed like a movie that was ideal for like us to go see. It may not have been the best date movie because my date wasn't a fan of it as much, but
makes sense.
I had fun.
But yeah, I think fun was kind of paramount in our list if you think about it. Maybe it's because movies are so dark now and serious and gritty and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of us put movies that we had a ton of fun watching, and that's what the summer's all about, really. So
this was the summer of fun.
Yeah.
that's how all summers are supposed to be. But
well,
so
this
anyways,
one probably was more likely a summer
so yeah.
of fun.
Overall, I think that it was a good summer. There wasn't much that I really hated, except for The Purge. But,
So wait, G.I. Joe 2?
G.I. Joe?
it wasn't summer.
All right.
It was March.
Okay.
Still counts
But-
to me.
Well,
in
it
my
counts
heart.
for the year, but we'll
I
get
like
to
how at
that.
least none of us said Purge in our fucking top 10 at least.
No, why would
But
anyone
I
go
was,
for it?
I was
didn't
pleased
know
that we
that.
saw,
Purge is so bad.
Richard didn't see as many as the rest of us, but I was pleased that we saw so many movies. I feel like these are actually genuine lists for the most part. There was very few I missed that I didn't get to see. It was mainly animated movies. Didn't get to see Monsters University or Despicable Me 2 or anything, but I saw most of what I wanted to see, so
And what
yeah.
you saw was good.
yeah. So thank you guys for doing the show and
Only thing I missed not seeing
allowing us
is,
to see some great movies this summer. So
And some not so great movies.
And some
The
not so great
Purge.
movies, like The Purge. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and, yeah. See you in the next video.
Nope, still yellow.
So
Welcome to Resisting Boredom.
Yeah.
Drink, ramble, discuss, and try to wipe the terrible heritage off of Kit's arm. This is
What?
Well, it remains yellow because I have jaundice.
What?
that was awesome.
Wipe the
Let's keep going.
heritage off of his arm? Is that what
because
you
he's
said?
yellow. I had to erase it. Damn it, that was a
Oh
great
my God.
one.
That was
Jaundice.
kind of weird. I was confused with what you were saying. Other
I was
than
trying to make him white.
That
You-
was
you
gold.
can intro if you
You
want. You
shit
wanna
the
intro
bed.
this?
Joke's on him, I have jaundice.
Do you want to intro this? You can intro if you want.
You can do what you feel. I already did it. I already introed it once.
Sorry.
I can't do it again.
Sorry. I didn't,
Lightning doesn't strike
I didn't
twice,
know,
Brandon.
I didn't know we were serious that was the starting because you made that weird statement about heritage and stuff, and it was like, what is he talking
It was
about?
racist. It was supposed to be
Asian
was
racist.
heritage, I got it right
It was
away.
racist. Maybe it'll be an Easter egg. It'll end up in there somehow. So, anyways,
Thank you.
sure.